Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the 3200. This is our sports update show, man. We're talking all things sports. We got Leo in the house. We got Leo in the house, man. What's happening with you, Leo?
Nothing much, man. Just sipping.
All right, yeah, he's sipping some Jesus juice, man. He got from uh Bishop
William
Bishop
Murphy.
Got
Church.
it from the bishop.
William, he got it from William Murphy Church, man.
Swag. So, hey, but hold on. Before we do that, big shout out to the pastor in Houston. You know, he couldn't swag, sir, but he had to show you that he looked good. That was his theme song up at church. On his mama, on his hood, he looked fly and he looked good. So big shout out to that pastor too.
All right, we got Chris up in the house, man. What's happening with you, Chris?
Not much, man. Just trying to get ready to start back working this week. That's it.
All right, then Jonathan, let's go.
Ain't nobody calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, are you still involved?
Let's go.
Here we go. Hey, man. On a serious note, man, before we start, man, I gotta address something, man. You know what I mean? Cat Williams brought up a lot of stuff about our podcast on the Shay Shay Show, so I gotta address it, man. Everything that he said about the 3200, man, was false. Don't believe what he said, man. And we keep it real over here. We got light skinned wives. Some of us got light skinned wives, man. But we just out here working, man. Don't believe Cat and what he had to say about our podcast, man. Nah, man. Let's talk sports, man. It was good week of well, it wasn't really a good week of the NFL, man. Week 18 is always the worst because a lot of people are resting, and you got a lot of players going out there. But we had Black Monday and we had the national title. Let's start with the national title since that was the closest, man. Uh, I'll be honest, I ain't watching. I watched the highlights. Look.
I didn't watch it. Everybody I talked to today didn't watch it.
I watched it.
I watched it, but I only watched it for one reason. College football, 25 or something supposed to be coming out. That's the only reason why I watched it, because they let us on and lied. Talking about, yeah, we're gonna make an announcement during the game. It never came up.
So, you and Leo, man, since y'all watched, man, give us a breakdown of the game. What went wrong, man?
Michigan pressured, how you say, I don't want to say the wrong word, Phoenix
Yeah.
or whatever. They pressured them and they contained them. I'm glad. I'm happy. Congratulations to Michigan, even though I'm a Longhorn. Congratulations. I'm glad y'all beat Washington.
Yeah. He got exposed. You don't what I learned from that was with him, you don't even have to give him full pressure. Just give him a little bit of pressure. Those passes and everything that he did against Texas that you seen, that was wonderful passes, by the way. I hated that we lost, but it was beautiful where he was putting them balls. But pause. Uh, but if you give him the time, the 3 seconds that they supposed to have, he gonna put the ball where it need to be. But Michigan gave him a little bit of pressure, and that little bit of pressure, he threw the ball where he wanted to throw it, but it was either too high, too low, off and stuff like that. So they put it on him. He buckled a little bit in between it. Plus, they couldn't handle Michigan running. Michigan
Yeah, I
got
was
some
gonna say that too.
running
Their
backs,
defense
man.
couldn't stop that run at all.
Yeah. Michigan, even they did a dog move in the first half. They lined up like goal line offense, like it's third and goal, and you at the 3. They lined up like that at like the 40, and they running back got the ball. That boy took off. He was gone, man. They got some dogs out there for their running backs, but yeah, they couldn't handle Michigan.
Yeah, you had a couple. You had a bunch of pauses in there, Leo. You had a bunch of pauses. He got underneath him. He buckled up. Man, you had a lot of pauses, man. I'm gonna let you slide. Pause. Hey, Penix, man. Look, I think after the Texas game, Penix stock was up. His NFL draft stock went up. How does this game affect his draft stock, man?
I don't think it's gonna affect it that much. Because I mean, Michigan defense just knew what to do. I guess they game prep pretty well for the game. I don't think it's gonna hurt his stock that much though. I mean, like I said, he's a good quarterback. He made a few questionable throws last night, but I think he's still gonna go pretty high in the draft. So I mean, depends on what he does at the combine and then whatever he does at his pro day too. So that's what it's gonna come down to.
I agree with Chris. I don't. He really didn't have a really bad performance anyway. He still had a really good performance. They just couldn't, like he said, execute. They couldn't execute what they needed to execute when they needed to execute those plays. I think what he got shown this game, as long as he work on it, I think the thing was it's Washington, so you gotta look at their schedule and look at who they play. He probably went most of the year without getting any pressure or seeing a team like that. So, you see a new team, you see new looks and everything else. You can get a little razzle behind that, but I don't think it's going to work out his stock. He's still a really good quarterback, man. But he's been in like everybody else for 13 years. That's.
Yeah, I think it's going to affect it a little bit, man. I think he was right up there with Caleb Williams as top quarterbacks, man. I think they're gonna. I think this game was bad from what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing off the highlights. Looked like this game wasn't as good as the Texas game. I think when it comes to that draft, they real picky with every little thing. I think he's gonna.
Yeah, but okay, let's say he's not. They might have had him and Caleb tied. But who's next? They trying to say Bo Nix is better than him? No.
Jenny McCarthy.
Man, Bo Nix is 30 years old. He 38 years old.
Nah,
married with
23.
white
He
kids, man.
23.
Bo Nix should have been in the league.
Bo Nix 23, man. He's 23.
I know he's 23.
But Jenny McCarthy, they got Jenny McCarthy. That's JJ
McCarthy really didn't.
He tried.
I don't remember him throwing that much. He wasn't really. I mean,
10 of 18, 140 yards.
Yeah, he wasn't.
He
They was running them down. So I mean, if anybody, if I'm looking at it. You got one guy who, he lost the game, but he's out there throwing. And you got the other quarterback who just handing the ball off.
I don't want him getting picked high. I want him getting picked lower, man. That way he can get with a contender, man. He end up like Bryce. He get picked too high, he end up like Bryce over there, man.
Yeah.
I'd rather him get with a contender and learn a little bit better. He's a hell of a quarterback. I ain't gonna lie there. He's got accuracy like a mug. So I think some training and some stuff over the summertime, and plus getting to the right team and not just any team, I think it'd be good with.
So I think this is really the reason why it wasn't so close. So you got their starting running back was hurt, right? Did he play? So so that's D Johnson. He was hurt,
but he still played.
11 carries for 33 yards. 11 carries for 33 yards. So then everything was on Penix's back. He had a night like freaking Dak been having. Everything's on his shoulders. So you got him throwing 51 times, 27 for 51, 255 yards, 1 touchdown and 2 picks. That one pick, I wouldn't have gave it to him. I didn't care for that one. But that other one, that was a clear pick. I didn't care for that other one. So everything was on his shoulders. I mean, and then you got some cats, not catching the ball. And, Michigan, all they got to do is run. That's all they rely on. I don't know why Harbaugh is smoking on some wacky tobacco to say Jenny McCarthy is better than all the Michigan quarterbacks. I'm done on that.
Well, speaking of Coach Harbaugh, man, so this the big story for the day, man. Everybody's wondering what's his next move. Is he going to stay or is he going to the NFL? Because there's a lot of coaches that got fired Black Monday, and then today Mike Vrabel got fired also. So, what do y'all think first before we talk about the coaches getting fired? There, do you see him going to NFL team, and what team you think he might fit in well with?
Well, from what I read today and saw today, I heard he got interest in two spots, Las Vegas and then with the Chargers. I think he really wanted the Chargers. I don't know why, but I mean, that's from what I saw today. That's a few hours ago I read that. But like you said, hey, who knows? It's a toss-up.
Man, I heard he was leaving because they're going to get him on them cheating causes. So
hey, you ain't cheating, you ain't trying no more, man.
He trying to run out the league before they hit him up, man, before they lock him down again. So, man, I don't know, man. He can't do as worse as some of these other coaches that they didn't have in there right now that they're firing. You know what I mean? There's like you said, Atlanta's coach, the Commodores coach, who else? Tennessee coach, Belichick. Have they announced it yet about Belichick?
No, they hadn't.
Belichick is the only one I kind of feel sorry for because it's like the team is they want that glory, but the team is going through a whole bunch of changes, and they finally.
But he's making the changes, though, Leo. He's the GM. So I can only feel sorry for him. He the one put the players on the team.
But what I'm saying is he waited. Yeah, they messed up. But he waited until the last minute to get these old players off the team. You know, because, like, if you really look at, like, when your boy was there, they had a lot of older players or whatever, and they still kind of kept some of those older players. So it's just like a revamp. He's just going through a revamp or whatever. But yeah, they should have took the GM reins away from him. And who knows, if they do keep him, maybe they might decide to do that, take the GM reins.
Yeah, I'm with you, Leo. I'm thinking Harbaugh gone. I think any other coach, I would say they're going to stay. They just won. They're going to go for another one. But, I mean, he got in trouble this year, man. And I mean, if he get in trouble again, I mean, look at your boy, Pete Carroll. Look what Pete Carroll did. Oh, when it got hot in the kitchen, I'm going taking my talents to Seattle.
Yeah, Pete knew when to leave. You know, he knew something was going down. He gone.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm thinking Harbaugh gonna make the same move, man. Like, oh man, I gotta get out before they find out the real. What they caught me on ain't as bad, but well, if they really catch what I really did.
Yeah, I think now that they won a championship, they really about to go dig deep and try to say.
Yeah, I think he gone. I agree. I don't want to see him. Just personally, I don't want to see him at Las Vegas. I want Pierce to stay there. I like the culture that he's building in Las Vegas. And then I think he'll fit in with the Chargers. I think the Chargers are built good enough where he ain't got to start from the beginning like he would have to do if he go to Carolina or Washington. But I would say Washington is the sexy pick, man. You got Magic in the seat. They just hired I can't remember the guy's name. The guy he used to be the GM with the Golden State Warriors when they won they championships. They just hired him. Look like it might not be next year, but with Magic and all of them people over there, look like they're trying to create something. And that same team, the same team that built up the Dodgers before they won a championship. You know what I mean? The Lakers, they're all a part of the Lakers at one point, man. So maybe they do the same thing with Washington, man. I don't know. But it's to me, it's kind of sexy over there with the Commodores. But if I was him and you want to win or you don't want to look like a crappy coach, I would go. I think the Chargers are built a little bit better than all the teams that are looking for a coach, even the Falcons.
I got a question too. Talking about coaches, Because I think New Orleans coach might be on the hot seat too. From what I'm hearing, I think they trying to call what's the coach Gruden? They trying to get him to come to New Orleans. From what I heard, so he can get back.
I
with
heard
David
that
Carr.
rumor, man. I don't know. Y'all ready to move on to the next one?
Yeah. New Orleans actually was on the list. It's like a list of like, oh my god, it's like a list of like 10, I think, coaches, and New Orleans is actually on the list. I think they said it was like 50-50.
We'll talk about him in a minute.
Well, and this is the reason New Orleans coach is on the chopping block. Jameis Winston. I mean, we're gonna this is our next topic, man. Jameis Winston this week, man. I think AD got on there because of Jameis, man. This week, AD called the victory. What they had an interception and they brought it down to the 1 yard line. AD called the victory formation, and Jameis decided. Jameis said him and the team decided that they were going to go for the touchdown because their homeboy hadn't made a touchdown all year and they wanted to get him.
That's
one.
right.
So they went against his words and did. Yeah. So to me, it looks like AD is not in control. It looks like the play, you know what I mean? They the animals are in control of the zoo, like your boy Jerry.
Hey, but I mean, you gotta understand they celebrated with him. So I mean, he ain't lying. He's not lying. The lineman was like, yeah, and all that. So I mean, he just wanted the dub.
I mean, everybody, we all know you line up in victory. It's over with. You're giving up. You're showing mercy. They were already up 41 to, what was it, 41 to
17.
That, man, we needed one more
41 to
TD.
17.
We needed one more TD.
I get it. You up? We weren't coming back. This is my only issue is, okay, you call victory formation. You get out in it. Everybody know the defense. When you're in victory formation, it don't matter if you're in the NFL or Little League. You go victory formation, the defense ain't playing no defense. So this is my thing. If y'all in the huddle, you James say, all right, hey y'all, let's get this man a touchdown. You audible and make your own call and then run the ball. Don't do it in victory formation. You can get somebody hurt that way, you idiot.
Nah, man, You know what? Let's say it's first quarter, 12 minutes left. We jump in victory formation. Oh, y'all gonna just let us do? No, game's still going on, clock still going on. Take that L. Take that.
I mean, I don't fall off and go get the touchdown. Trust me. I'm telling everybody in from Orange to Port Arthur and Port Neches knew. I guarantee they knew about me and my seventh grade team. We was gonna run the score up on you.
We was scared, man. Y'all college beat somebody 63-3, so we wasn't sure. Y'all might try to come back. So
I'm telling you, the middle school, I guarantee all the middle school coaches I played against this shit, they knew about my seventh grade team. They knew, hey, if I can put 50 up on you, I'm gonna run that clock. I'm gonna run the score up on you. So I don't blame New Orleans for doing it. I just don't like how they did it.
I find it funny that y'all coach you fired. What the hell you at the end of the game fussing about? Get your ass.
Yeah, I was upset about that. I'm like, what are you fussing? And then I heard something like he was ready to fight him.
Yeah, fight for what, man? You fired. You got
you fired. You fired. You ain't getting on the plane to go back to Atlanta. You got to find your way home.
Yeah, so he gonna try to argue at the end. Come on, man.
If I was Dennis Allen, I would have hit him. I'm sorry. I didn't even like that. I don't even like that we hired the man 3 years ago. So when I saw the article say he got fired, I was happy. Arthur Blank finally coming to his senses.
I feel, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of feel a way about it, but I can understand because I ain't gonna lie. If we was playing, and this was a division game, man, if we was playing the Eagles or the Giants or somebody, and they say, let's run the score on them, I'm feeling the same way Leo feeling like that. Well, screw them. You know what I mean? I don't care. Any other game we line up in victory, man, you do that. I understand why you be ready to fight. Shannon
Yeah, with technical difficulties.
Yeah, nah,
Steve,
Atlanta
hey,
coach.
hey, it's Cat Williams, man. I think he done seen you. He coming for you, Isaac.
Look, Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. They suggested that Jameis should have been. They should drop him. What do y'all think about that?
Now I watched that video.
Man,
Go ahead, Leo.
even before this play, they should have dropped him. What are you talking about? The whole him and Carr. The whole season, man, we should have dropped them. What are they talking about? Like, oh, they need to drop them. Come on, man. The whole doggone season, man. Come
Well,
on.
Shannon said that because I think partially of since Jameis went against that call with Dennis Allen, that's part of the reason why he said that. I agree with you, Leo. Yeah, y'all should have been dropped Jameson. Them saying that's a losing. I don't agree with that being a losing attitude. That's what Shannon said. Because, like I say, in the situation, especially a division rival game, neither one of y'all teams like each other. Like, it ain't like, hey, we cool after the game. No, it's like y'all hate each other.
You are he really ain't the second string. You really like the third
He
string.
like the third string.
Yeah, they're going to put Taysom in. You a third string quarterback, and you're making a call over your coach. Like, you ain't even got the authority.
He got the authority.
Yes, he does.
I get rid of
For
him.
the Saints.
Yes, he does. He's a Heisman. Yeah, he does.
I get rid of him. You know,
he got the whole city behind him.
Make you laugh. And I just saw this. Somebody made a meme. It was like a picture of Penix, and they was like, he is Jameis Winston, and Lord forgive me. They said this is not my words. He said he's Jameis Winston just without the special needs. That's all it was.
Oh man, hey, he's something, man. He's a character. I don't know what he be on, but he be on there. Yep, Terry, man. I was waiting for him to bring this.
Too bad.
Man,
it ain't gonna happen, man.
I was laughing at. I'll admit. I admit that I was laughing at those picks, man. I'm like, ain't no way. Ain't no way in heck that Detroit and the Texans were going to be good, man. I admit that. I apologize, Mr. Terry.
Nah, Detroit was good last year.
Detroit was okay.
Barely losing.
Yeah, they were barely losing last year. You're right. I could take you on Detroit because Detroit last year were only losing most of the majority of the games. They only lost to one score. I want to say like 15 out of the 16 games. It was one score loss. Yeah.
It's like about 6 or less.
Now, I ain't gonna say you a sports guru. I'll be looking at some of your picks on Sunday, man. And you ain't right all the time there, man. Oh man. Look, let's get into that, man. We got the wild card matchups this weekend, man. And Terry, we want to hear what you got, man. Let us know who you picking. Several games, man. Some of these games are actually tough, man. You see our picks down there at the bottom of the screen. We'll go through all the matchups. There's only a few. First big matchup I want to talk about. Let's talk about it. He talked about the Texans, man. The Texans and the Cleveland Browns. If you would have told me at the beginning of this season that one of the best games on Wild Card Weekend, one of the most hardest matchups on Wild Card Weekend was going to be the Texans and the Browns, I would have laughed at you. This one right here is going to probably the hardest pick for me on this list, man. The Texans and the Browns. I went back and forth just before the show, man. I made my final choice. I'm picking the Browns over the Texans. I think I'm thinking the experience with Joe Flacco is going to be the difference maker, and then also the Cleveland Browns defense. Cleveland Browns defense is it. Stroud, for a rookie, Stroud has been like, top notch. I've never seen a rookie quarterback do. I don't think. I have to look at the stats, but I don't think any rookie quarterback has done what he's done this year. And he missed 3 games. And he's probably going to be rookie of the year. It'll be between him and Puka. Me personally, I think Puka should win it over Stroud because Stroud missed them 3 games. But we'll see what happens. But I got the Browns over Houston for those reasons. I think the defense is going to pull through, and the experience of Flacco is going to do it, man. Waka Flocka, Flames going to come through. What you think about that one, Jay?
I got Cleveland, man. Only reason I got Cleveland is because the injury report. So Cleveland's injury report pretty much looks like a lot of offensive players are out, but Houston is defensive players. So I always go with defense. Defense wins championship. Pressure's going to be built up on CJ Stroud. I give him 2 picks Sunday, and one's going to be pivotal for them to lose the game. Yeah. So you might want to switch that score because Houston's not going to win. Houston, we have a problem.
Terry got the Texans winning 27-23. Leo, man, who you got?
Man, I got Houston, man. I got the H-Town boys. I feel like Flacco, yeah, y'all giving Flacco this stuff, but y'all acting like Flacco ain't Flacco. And then Flacco is old too, man. Y'all acting like this dude is new in the league and it's Flacco. But we forgot Flacco was on Baltimore, a couple.
He won a championship.
Oh man, that was a long time ago.
I went straight off of defense. I ain't say nothing off of offense.
Yeah, so I think Houston can actually pull this one out, but we'll see. It wasn't this wasn't one of the ones that I feel like was a hard call for me. I feel like Houston is going to surprise people.
You gonna dust off your Houston jersey and stuff, Leo?
No, sir, not at all. I still got my JJ Watt one too. I ain't gonna give up the Watt. That's just he was phenomenal. But yeah, I ain't dusting it off. I ain't doing that.
Chris, who you got on that one?
Man, I'm like Jonathan, only because of going off of defense. And I mean, Flacco, he's playing good. You know, I'm not saying he's playing like his prime self, but he's been doing pretty good this year. But I just think, man, with Cleveland's defense, how they've been playing this year, it's gonna be kind of hard for Stroud to overcome and beat the defense. I mean, like you said, he's a rookie. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's done great this year. You know, him and D'Amico Ryans as a coach, they've done good this year, but I think the train gonna stop in his wild card for Houston. I'm gonna go with Cleveland. And then plus the few times that Houston have made the playoffs, I think they've lost in the first round every time they've made it anyways. So I just don't think, Houston gonna be able to get over that experienced Cleveland defense.
Now, Flacco did throw 2 picks last game, but they still won.
Yeah,
they still won 36-22. Now, mind you, CJ Stroud was out. But, like I said, they have issues with their defense. They have injuries with their defense.
They had it this past weekend. Look at Will Anderson, the guy that they traded to get. He was I think partially still kind of hurt this past weekend.
Yeah. So, you got your whole defensive line from Rankins, Grinner, your 2 defensive tackles, Malik Collins, your 2 defensive ends. Like, that's your whole defensive line. We about to run through this.
We gonna see, man. We gonna see what's gonna happen, man.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Next
Next game, man. AFC got some great matchups, man. AFC got some really good matchups. Next game, man, we've got Kansas City and the Dolphins, man. This is another hard pick for me. Let us know in the comments who you're picking. I'm picking Miami, and this is another one I just picked right before the show. I've been going back and forth on it.
Drinking.
Yeah, I've been drinking and figuring out the pick. Hey, I got Miami, man. I think Kansas. Both of them are in trouble, man. Miami got a lot of players hurt. Chubb, they got a lot of players hurt, but Kansas City just seemed like they just still don't have it all together, man. They look still out of whack. This is not the same Kansas City that we're used to. Last year, Kansas City was not the same Kansas City we're used to, but they still snuck in and won the Super Bowl. but I don't think they're gonna be able to make that hump this year. Plus, the AFC is too strong right now. I don't think they can though. I'm rolling with Tua, man. I'm rolling with Tua. Who you got, Jake?
I'm going with the Chiefs, baby. You got to go with the Chiefs, man. They're playing in Kansas. It's cold as hell in Dallas area right now. My allergies been kicking. So them Miami boys about to freeze their butt off. I don't know what the weather gonna be that game. Let's see. By game time, 2 degrees. 2 degrees. 2 degrees. A field goal is more than 2 degrees. So yeah, I'm going with the weather. That right there, boy. Yeah, Tua ain't ready for that. And we got questionable Mostert, questionable Tyreek Hill, questionable Waddle, questionable Arcane. Like who playing?
Oh, they all playing. All of them playing. You know, Tyreek.
Yeah, they gonna play. They gonna play, but they gonna be doing what they gonna be doing? The Kelsey. But they ain't gonna twerk it. They gonna be hurt for real. That Hawk gonna beat them up. So I got Kansas City for the weather.
Yeah. Hey, I want to say this too, man. You know, I'm really starting to think, you know, that scripted conspiracy they kept bringing up, man. With some of these matchups this week, we got Tyreek going back to Kansas City, McCarthy going back to Green Bay, Goff going back to Detroit, man. Some of these matchups, man, they look a little suspicious, NFL. Look a little suspicious. Leo, man, who you got that matchup?
KC and JoJo. Kansas, man. I looked at just like Jonathan did. I looked at the injury list of Miami. I didn't look at Kansas' injury list because they're liars about their injuries all the time. That's been my thing this whole season, and that's what I'm sticking with till the season is over for Kansas City. I don't care who they say is hurt. They're going to play, and then they're going to twerk right after they make that touchdown. So, yeah, I just went with the KC, man. You can't, like you said, they playing at home. No matter how crazy, how the team play, you still got a crazy coach who come up with these wild plays, and he knows how to come in to you, come in and get you. So I think that's going to happen. Like you said, Tua is worried about his little brother playing college football next year for his 7th year in a row. So he ain't gonna be our way focused on the game, man. He ain't gonna. But I don't think with the weather and everything, like you said, I don't think Tua gonna be able to do it. And all the injuries, he ain't gonna be able to do it.
Hey, you forgot you got the OU quarterbacks battling each other too, Hurts and Mayfield.
Yeah, that one too, man. So that'll be interesting. Nah, Mayfield. Yeah. They both were Oklahoma. They both were. Yeah, Hurts is
in between.
Yeah. Chris, who you got in that matchup? Who that? Oh, Terry got the Dolphins. Terry with me, man. He say the Dolphins 34-23, man. So Terry with me, the Dolphins going to win.
That weather.
Man, I want, and that's going to lead me to my next point. Like as bad as I want Miami to win, it's just too cold. You know, it's going to be too cold for them in Kansas City. And plus, you got to think about it. I don't know how, but Kansas City, man, when it comes to playoffs, it's like they're a whole nother team. You know, they come up with all kind of tricks and everything else and find a way to win. But and plus, look at all of half of Miami's football team. They're not used to that weather. Tua for sure not used to that cold weather like that, being from Hawaii. You know, and then they don't get that cold down here in the South. But as much as I think Kansas City gonna win this one because it's at home and they find a way to win at home in the playoffs.
Yeah, man. I don't think anybody used to that weather. Nobody used to 2 degrees. So it's gonna be interesting, man. Terry said if Taylor Swift there, they gonna win 55-0.
Nah, man.
Hey, I just want them Swifties to know that comes from Mr. Terry.
Yeah, man. KC KC got this, man.
I don't know if the Swifties are
Hey,
like
no, you don't need to play
like the
that one at all,
Beehive.
man. They gonna take it.
I don't want none of that Swift action. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if they like the Beehive, but if they are, hey, that was Mr. Terry. That was not me.
All right, next matchup in the AFC, you had the Steelers and who they playing again? The Steelers and the Buffalo Bills. This one was easy with me. Steelers are lucky. They should just be happy to be here. Congratulations to Mike Tomlin. I do like Mike. I'm a Mike Tomlin fan. Congrats, Mike Tomlin. 17 seasons, 17 winning seasons, man. Never had a losing season with the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. So congratulations to that. But Pittsburgh is just happy to be here. Did y'all pick a different team? Anybody go for anybody other than Buffalo? Chris, are you going for Buffalo or Pittsburgh?
Buffalo.
All right, so we ain't even got to talk about that. We all know Buffalo's going to win.
Well, we do got to talk about Mr. Tomlin, man. Like you said, congratulations to him. I don't know what secrets you have on your owners, but hey, do what you gotta do, bro, to keep it at the team. I mean, win or lose, no matter how bad your season is, they ain't even thinking about letting you go. So, whatever you got in your safe on them, good work, my brother. Good work.
Hey, he's got winning seasons and he's making it to the playoffs, man. You can't fire him, man. You can't get rid of him.
Hey, they had come on, man. They didn't have people made it to the playoffs and they still got fired.
Yeah. I think what it is, the game changer would have been for me, but he's out for the season, would have been TJ Watt. So him not being there, then I was like, oh, Buffalo. I mean, they're gonna play hard. I think it's gonna be a pretty tight game. Because Buffalo they ain't been so consistent as well. So
I want to throw out there too. All 3 black head coaches made it to the playoffs. So I don't know if I mean, I hate to be the one to be like get more black coaches, get more playoff spots. Well, no, but I think if you give them the opportunity to play, the opportunity to coach, man, we can be just as successful as anybody else, man. So congrats, all 3 black coaches in the NFL. Head coaches made it to the playoff.
That's beautiful and that's disgusting at the same time. Just want you to know. It's beautiful that all 3 made it. It's disgusting that you have all these teams and you got 3 doggone black coaches.
Yeah.
So congratulations to you guys. Middle finger to the NFL.
So do you think we need the segregation bowl like your boys say we need a segregation bowl?
Man, you got segregation bowl, man. Who's going to play for the NFL? You taking all the black players.
Oh,
go and watch that.
All right. Let's go into the NFC matchups, man. And whoever's the lowest winner will be playing Baltimore on that one. So we'll see what happens with those matchups. Let's go to NFL. First, we got the this one. This one I just got to change it up right at the end for me. But we got the Rams and the Lions playing, man. I ain't gonna lie. I like Detroit better, but I think I just need to pick another upset game because somebody's gonna upset somebody. So I'll pick if anybody's gonna upset somebody. I think the Rams could upset Detroit. Dan and the difference maker will be Dan Campbell, the head coach of the Detroit Lions, because he takes too many doggone risks. That's how we beat him. Everybody mad at the referees, but you ain't mad at the coach because the coach kept taking the same stupid risk over and over again 3 times.
And that wasn't play. Like they said it, there was a play he drew up on the sideline right before he called it.
Yeah. So it's just I think Dan Campbell takes too many risks. He goes for it on 4th down too many times. And 2-point convergence. I mean, he's taking way too many risks. This time of the year, where it counts the most, that could either make you look great or it could backfire and you could look like the worst coach in the NFL. So I'm going to put that. If I had to make up a reason for the Rams, that's going to be my reason. I got the Rams winning. Mr. Terry's got Detroit winning 29-21. What you got, Jay? Mike Jonathan.
Gotta go with Stafford, man. You know I'm gonna go with the Texas quarterback, man. I feel like he does. He's gonna make less mistakes than Golf. That's the only reason why. But it'll be a tight game, man. It should be a good game.
Cool, cool. Yep. And you got Jared Goff returning to Detroit, man. He's got to do some payback, man. Leo, who you got on that matchup?
You mean Stafford returning to Detroit?
That's what I said. Stafford returning to Detroit.
Yeah.
They said Goff.
Yeah, he did. Oh, goofy Goff. Anyway, I got Detroit, man. I feel like, they coach. I mean, let's be real about this. When they play conservatively, they lost. So let's try this wild stuff. Let's go for the 2-point conversion. It's fourth and whatever. Let's go for it. Obviously, it got them to win it. You know what I mean? You can always get on people about little things that they do, but if it's working for your team, it's working for your team. Yeah, you're gonna have some problems, but you're gonna have some problems. You know what I mean? It's okay. But I feel like Detroit will pull it off.
Even though I know what you're trying to say, but I like Detroit, because like I say, you look at them last year, they wasn't too far behind. The games that they did lose, they were like really, really in and close to winning, or maybe by maybe 6 points or less. And I think they grew, so I'm gonna go for Detroit because they're young, they're hungry, and plus I like the aggressive play style and play calling that Dan Campbell them got. I mean, you gotta look at it. It's what you got to lose. I mean, it's wild card. Go big, go home. And so, hey, I'm hoping Detroit to win this game. So, and plus the Rams, they've been kind of iffy all year long, especially on the defense. So we're gonna see what it comes down to. But I think Detroit will pull it out.
All right, we'll see. Next matchup, man, we've got Tampa Bay and my guy, the winning quarterback, in there, man. He's doing what Brady couldn't do, man. He brought this team all the way to the playoffs. Baker Mayfield, man. We got Tampa Bay going against Philadelphia, man. I got Tampa Bay. I don't know if you want to call it an upset because they lower ranking, but Tampa Bay is the better team. Baker Mayfield, I've been saying all year, he just wins. Y'all doubted Baker all year. I told you he just wins. That's how he got his team this far. They're a sleeper team in the playoffs. I got them beating the Eagles. The Eagles are depleted. They lost. We talk about week 18 and them everybody putting in their backup players and everything. They played with their best players, and they still let the Giants kill them this weekend. Look, Hurts finger. I don't know if y'all seen Hurts finger, man, but his finger bit the other way, man. He they
dislocated his finger.
Yeah, he dislocated his finger. His middle part was bit the other way, man. And he still got the leg injury, man. AJ Brown I hadn't heard anything on AJ Brown. Y'all heard anything? Is AJ Brown going to be there this week?
I hadn't checked, but I'll look. But they did. Yeah, they beat up too. But
yeah, they beat up, man. They've lost 5 of their last 6 games. They hadn't figured out. I've been saying all year. They were winning that 10-1. I told you when they were 10-1, they sucked. And now at the end of the season, when they lose 5 of their last 6 games, now everybody sees it and everybody says, "Oh, well, they're not good." They're like, yeah, I could see it early. I told you have to end the season hot to come in the playoffs hot. Their season has been horrible at the end. The players are frustrated with each other. There's arguing in the locker room. Hurts he just looked crazy and dumb out there. Like he don't even know what's going on. So the defense is horrible. It's not the same defense as last year. the Eagles are going to lose bad. It's going to be embarrassing. Who we got? Oh, Preston went with the Mr. Roy went with Philly 37-13. No, Baker Mayfield is coming through, man. Go Bucks. He's doing what Brady couldn't do, man.
Why does he saying that like he didn't win a Super Bowl with him?
He won a Super Bowl, but look what Brady did last year. They didn't even make it to the playoffs. They didn't even make it to the playoffs, man. Baker brought the same Tampa Bay team that Brady couldn't get in the playoffs. He brought that same team to the playoffs, man.
Hey, he also didn't have AB on the sideline going off throwing equipment on the sideline either.
He wouldn't put that shit on.
Yeah, Philadelphia is done, man. Jonathan, who you got, man?
I'm going with Philly, man. I got to play it safe. I feel like, Baker is Baker. Okay. Baker is Baker. And we're going to see. I just don't think he can, this ain't college anymore, Bucky. This ain't college. So I just don't think he's going to come up with it. I'm gonna still put it in Philly's defense hands. I feel like Philly defense gonna score a pick six or something, and that's what's going. It's gonna be all defense.
What's Philly? Chris, look up what Philly defense is right. I want to say they probably gave up some of the most points game up against their defense. Like they're probably averaging 30 points giving up every week. The same defense that just gave 37 points up to Tyrod Taylor.
Tampa Bay just lost to New Orleans. So what?
Nah, they beat New Orleans.
No,
New Orleans beat them.
New Orleans beat them, but they won. They won the last 6 games. Tampa Bay won way more.
Yeah, they've been winning. Yeah.
But, go ahead, Leon. Who you got? Chris, let me know when you get that stat.
I got Philly, man. I feel like Jonathan said, I feel like it's the safest bet. I don't know what's wrong with you and this whole Baker Mayfield stuff, dog. You making it sound and I understand, man. You're a Dallas fan. I understand you hate Philly. Just be like, I'm a Dallas fan. I hate Philly. That's cool. But you making the team seem like it's a whole lot worse than what it is. You making it like you like that dude, that weatherman, a couple of years back.
The team is worse. They lost 5 of their last 6 games.
He was a tropical storm, Jonathan. The weatherman be out there. Oh, it's class 5 wins. Oh, it's blowing me away. Like, man, they not that doggone bad, man. They not bad enough to get whooped the way you trying to say by Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is not a team that's going to do that to them.
Look, last 2 teams they lost to, Arizona and the New York Giants.
It don't matter, man. It don't matter. You acting like Tampa Bay is the team. Tampa Bay is not the answer. Tampa Bay is not the answer. If Tampa Bay was the answer, they wouldn't be in this wild card action that's going on right now.
I ain't said they the answer. They just better than Philadelphia.
I think Philadelphia is the safe move on this bet, buddy.
Oh, man, I'm taking chances. Call me Dan Campbell. Chris, who you got?
And I hate Tampa Bay for some reason, even though Mike Evans played for him. But I don't know. I think I'm going to go off the limb here and go with Philadelphia. I do got this stat for you, Isaac. They defense and total defense, the Eagles ranked number 26. Followed by them is the Giants at 27, the Chargers at 28, and Broncos at 29. So they giving up 356 yards a game, which is a lot.
Trash.
That's a lot.
Trash.
But then again, with Philly, you never know what you gonna get out of Philly. They may come to play and they may score, put up some points, and beat the crap out of a team. And again, they may not show up another day. So it's a toss up. But I don't think Baker gonna get it done this week.
And you gotta look at the schedule. You gotta look at the schedule. So you have to see the teams that they played as well. So, Philly did play Miami's and stuff like that. And I'm looking at Tampa Bay.
Who's the toughest team Tampa done played?
Philadelphia, and they lost 25-11. The Bills, they lost 24-18. 49ers, 27-14, wasn't too bad. But that's the only teams that I really see on there. Their conference was weak.
So they have played the Eagles already in the regular
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna get it
They
done.
played a healthy Eagles. We're talking about a Eagles where your quarterback fingered is broken it, and he's got a hobble in his leg. And AJ Brown might not be there, man.
Hey,
Shaq, they went all their way to get Shaq away from Dallas, and look what the heck he's been doing. Absolutely nothing.
well, it's like what Terry said. Julio Jones might step up.
You might put up, man. Julio getting old and he had them injuries. So he ain't been the same since he got hurt before we let him go.
I forgot he was on the team.
I did too. I forgot he was on the team until I saw
Jonathan didn't even know. They dropped one of our receivers. Jonathan didn't even know he was on the team, man. The Cowboys dropped Martavius Bryant. Jonathan,
I forgot he was on the team.
Jonathan forgot he was on the team.
We ain't need him. I would have dropped him too.
Yeah. Listen, man. Baker is that dude, man. If it's nothing, he's a winner, man. He's gonna go out there and fight hard. Watch him have a hell of a game, man. He is
winning.
Look at the way he won against New Orleans.
Hey, that game ain't count. This game counts.
Hey,
look where New Orleans at. Look where New Orleans at. Look where Baker at.
Yeah, that's the thing. Look where New Orleans at, and he lost to.
Look, last two games, Philadelphia, Arizona, and the Giants. So you can't put nothing past the Eagles, man. They lost to two of the worst teams with backup quarterbacks. All right, last game, man. My Dallas Cowboys, of course, will be out there.
He got one win in the playoffs.
That's a
Baker
win,
has
man.
one win in the playoffs.
They got a lot of quarterbacks with none.
That's true.
Hey man, last game there. Coach McCarthy's playing his old team. Green Bay is coming down to AT&T Stadium. I don't even think you need to ask me who's going to win this one, man. Look, it's the Cowboys for them, man. This is going to be a run over game. I ain't gonna say it's going to be a run over game. The Green Bay is getting hot, but I think we win this one, man. Look, Jordy Love, I like Jordy Love. He's a great quarterback, but I couldn't even tell you who Green Bay receivers are, man. They're young. These are the same receivers that Aaron Rodgers gave up on. These receivers, man, I don't think they got enough weapons. You know, they just getting hot now. They're young. I think they had the same problem Houston have. It's just a young team. They not quite ready yet. I think they'll be better next year, but I don't think they're ready yet. I think the Cowboys will be too much. Our defense will be good. Our weakness is we can't stop the run because we're over aggressive. But Green Bay don't have like who is Green Bay running back?
I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't even know who the coach is in Green Bay.
Who the running back?
Aaron Jones.
Okay.
Mike
Dillon.
Mike Jones.
You know Aaron Jones, man, and Dillon. Well, Dillon is questionable.
Yeah, I got my Cowboys beating them, man. It's going it'll be a good game, but I got the Cowboys beating them, man. We need payback for the catch. I think Dez is going to be on the sidelines. We getting our payback for the catch. That's what 2024 is for the Cowboys. It's payback. We about to pay back Green Bay. We're going to pay back San Francisco. We're going to pay back anybody else that did us wrong in the last 30 years. It's payback year for 2024, man. I got the Cowboys winning. Mr. Roy got Green Bay winning 28-26. Mr. Roy, man, you're not a guru, man. You messing up, man. You messing up all the picks. Yo, Jonathan, man, what you got? Who you got?
I got Cowboys, man. I got blue in my blood. It's flowing in my blood system. All these haters, F the pack, F Niner gang, F all y'all. We coming for you. See, it was a time where I think it was in the 90s when we finally eclipsed when we couldn't beat the 49ers. This is going to be the year. We couldn't beat them early in the season, but who's in the Hall of Fame? Who's in the Ring of Hall? It is the coach, Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson is in there. He is going to give us the playbook to bring us back to the glory land. And thank you, Jerry, for finally breaking the curse. He's broken the curse. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, he broke the curse. So now we can win, man. Now we can win. Thank you, Uncle Jerry. I'll be over for cheese and crackers later. But thank you, Jerry. You finally listened to us. You broke the curse. And we're just gonna blaze through here, man. I wish the Broncos was in there as well. I hate the Broncos.
I don't know if he broke that curse yet, man. He didn't even know what year he was putting them in. He said 1923.
Hey man. You stay with Arthur Blank, Falcon nose looking son of you stay with him. God dang it.
Leo, man, who you got, man? Who you got in that one?
I think we all picked the Cowboys, man.
Okay, I just wanted to hear you say
I feel like they're going to do a better job. I don't feel like it's going to be a blaze through whatever the hell.
And thank you for your support, Leo. We thank you for wearing our colors today. We see you, baby. We see you.
I am Black History shirt because I am Black History.
And it's blue
anyway,
and gray.
There is brown on the shirt.
And there's brown on Isaac's shirt that says Dallas. So you're matching with us. I got my gray on. He has his brown on. There we go, baby.
Jesus.
Here we go.
Mute. Anyway, I feel like Dallas is going to win this game. I feel like they're the more better team. Like y'all said, the Green Bay is a bunch of young guys. They look like they're going to be better in a couple of years, but they're not ready right now. So I feel like Dallas will win this game.
All right, Chris. You need the 4 for 4, man. Who you got, Chris?
Like I said, I don't even know who the coach is for Green Bay. So, I got to ride with Dallas on this one. So, y'all will get past Green Bay. Now, when y'all meet up with the 49ers, I don't know. It may be a different story. But
we got a while for them. We got a while.
I know. Y'all get past Green Bay easily, so. And that, get another change of cadence up or something. Next season, here we go out or something. Change it up. I'm tired of hearing you talk aggressively. Here we go.
I love it, man. He's got the best things in the NFL, man.
It's awesome.
He's the only quarterback that screams that loud. Every QB got a cadence. He's the only one that say he is that loud.
It gets the people going, man. It gets
what they do, they turn the mics down everywhere else and turn it up. Elevate the mic. So
other than Peyton Manning, Dak is the only other quarterback who I've heard go through the whole cadence the same way. Peyton had Omaha. But Dak, let's get in the hole, buddy.
So that's our picks, man, for the wild card, man. Any early Super Bowl predictions right now, man? Who y'all think gonna be in the Super Bowl?
I don't know. I think according to the NFL script, because there's this podcast on YouTube. They looked at the logo. They talking about the teams that's predicted according to the script, and they changed it. And I think they changed it to Dallas and Kansas City colors. But I don't think Dallas gonna make it that far. But I don't know. I don't know who I want to go to Super Bowl this year.
Oh, the script I seen had Detroit and Pittsburgh for some reason. I'm like, this is
they must have changed it. Yeah, I don't know what they smoking on. But I don't know. I kind of want to see Lamar and Baltimore go get to the Super Bowl. See of course, Harbaugh already got a Super Bowl, but with his brother winning the national championship last night, it'd kind of be good to see them win, but I don't know. I guess we have to make this prediction as we go further and further in the playoffs here.
I'm still sticking. I said Buffalo at the beginning of the season. I'm still sticking with Buffalo. This is going to be a return of the 90s, man. We're going to see Buffalo and Dallas, man, just like it was in the 90s, man, with Thurman Thomas and Emmitt Smith.
Here we
That's what we're
go.
going to see. That's what we're going to see this year, man. Dallas and Buffalo, man.
Well, hey, if that matchup happens, we all got to go find the starter jackets for both of them teams and wear them for the Super Bowl. Bring them jackets back then.
Hey, those were the two hottest jackets back in the 90s, too.
Hey, the jackets and the hats to go with them. You got to get that.
That Buffalo Bills starter jacket and that Cowboys. That was one of the hottest ones, man.
The ABC BBD new edition is going on.
What you think, Jonathan? Leo, what y'all think, man?
It's too early.
Oh, yeah, y'all go. It's too early. Y'all gonna wait all the way to the Super Bowl and be
I gotta wait at least.
I think
at
at
least
least
a
the
week.
Super Bowl gonna be in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you gotta pass the wild card first.
Man, it's just two. You got the wild card, division, and Super Bowl.
Division in the conference.
You got division conference,
Super Bowl
man.
last year.
You can't pick the Super Bowl out of. Look, it's easy. You look at the bracket. You look at the bracket. Say, okay, this team's gonna beat this team, and this team's gonna beat this team, and this team's gonna beat this team. It's a prediction. People do it at March Madness every year, man, with the bracket. They break their predictions. You have a bracket.
They don't do it at the beginning of the basketball season.
They do it at the freaking in the bracket in the basketball before the finals. They do. Everybody do it. It's a bracket.
Finals. We ain't got there yet.
You got a bracket.
Next question,
After the first round.
You're gonna wait until Super Bowl week and be like, well, I think the two teams that made it to the Super Bowl gonna make it to the Super Bowl.
Only you, man.
Oh,
I'm telling you, if it's a Dallas and Buffalo Super Bowl game, I will go order the starter jacket and hat for one of them teams and wear it.
Oh man. Hey, real quick, man, real quick. I know we running a little late. I did want to hit John Morant. John Morant is out for the rest of the season. He's got injured at practice. Real quick, man. I think he only played what he played. He came back and played 8 games.
Yeah.
Off of the suspension, about 8 games off the suspension, and he's gone. How does this affect it? I mean, it's pretty much the full season. He lost another season, pretty much. What do y'all think about that, man?
Practice? Did you say practice?
Yeah, he got hurt at practice.
Come on, man. Practice? I don't know, man. It's kind of messed up. I really want to see him go through. You play with a whole new vigor when you got people who down you, or you feel like people are down you and stuff like that. So, and he's a really good player. So, you want to see him make it farther than 8 games. I don't know, man. Yeah, I want to say keep your head up, young man. I know this was supposed to be your comeback year. You already dunked on Leo, boy, Webby Yumbe. You already dunked on Big Webby. I forgot about that. You know what, Josh? Stay your butt at home.
But I want to say, man, I think coming with the suspension and coming back this year, and things were just looking up for you, and then getting hurt and being out the rest of the season, that can really hit your mental a lot. So, just man, I'll be praying for you, young man, and praying for you, and hoping you get better, hoping that you keep the right mentality, hoping that you take this time to get back right and look at some other things and not get down or let this little downfall get to you mentally there. So, Chris, John, y'all had anything?
Yeah, I say pretty much almost along the lines of you saying, like, take this time to reflect on a few things, especially, man, the crowd that you hanging around with. Because when you came back, it was like you had the same people around, with you on the sidelines, with your dad, with your family. I would say just reevaluate and just keep your head up, man, and just take this time to, go through the surgery, go through the rehab, get stronger, and just get ready for next season. Just stay out of trouble.
Yeah. Anything, Jay?
Just don't pick the guns up while you down, man. Leave the guns alone, man. And give
Not
it
even a
time.
water gun.
Just give yourself some time to rest up and make sure this could be your time where you get your mental health right, get your mind right, your mind right, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Give yourself some time to rest up and get that right. Stay supportive of your teammates, especially, and you'll be all right, man. You'll be all right. You're still young, so don't worry about it. This probably would be the time when you really need to talk to some of the older players, your Derrick Roses and stuff like that, to see how they push through it. But your record is looking better than Leo's team, which they really suck. They like 5-30, and everybody dunking on Winnebago. Even Giannis dunked on him the other day. He blocked him one time. Yeah, he dunked.
Giannis almost the same height, man.
Giannis big.
They close. They closer than Ja.
Yeah,
but Ja can jump though. That's the thing.
That Ja dunk was disrespectful.
Ja be flying.
That's why I asked you, Chris. That's why Atlanta lost to New Orleans. Take that loss and go home.
Hey, neither one of us in the playoffs, so I ain't tripping.
But we got extra points on you. We got extra points.
5-30.
Hey, Chris, as a coach, man, your quarterback said the team came with a decision to do a play that you didn't call, man. What you doing to that quarterback, bro?
It depends. If we up, I ain't gonna be mad at it. I'm just be like, hey, if you gonna go against my win, I mean, it happened all the time. So I called a play, and kids run opposite play. I mean, I couldn't get mad if it worked, but if it didn't work, I would have been pissed off. I'm like, yeah, you got to go, buddy. I still think they need to get rid of Jameis though on the cool.
Hey, your coach beating AD, man. He beating him, man, because he looked like he's about to run up on him, man.
Yeah, he's about to run up on him, and I think he cussed him out.
He cussed him out good.
Yeah,
you can read them lips.
Yeah. But I think
he didn't want that action.
That New Orleans.
He was one of the little dogs who run up to you and bark at you, but they ain't gonna bite you.
Yeah, just look, they ain't gonna bite you.
Nah, that New Orleans coach, I thought he was Lil Wayne, and the Atlanta coach was BG when he called Lil Wayne up there.
Yeah, he probably called him when he got back. Hey, man, I'm sorry. I apologize, for my actions, man. I need a job. You got any room on your staff out there or something?
He said that was a whole move. That was a whole move.
I put it like this. I'm gonna put it like this. The Arthur Blank. If you don't make a good hire this year, I promise you, I'm gonna go to Home Depot. I'm gonna write you a letter myself, and it's not gonna be great. I'm gonna go to Home Depot and just knock everything off the shelves.
Y'all could have had Lamar, man. Y'all could have had Lamar.
That's bad.
All right, man. Hey, thank y'all for watching, man. Everybody who lit up the comments, man. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you go ahead and like, share, and subscribe, man. So you also, if you're watching on YouTube, hit that bell, man, so you can be notified whenever we throwing out new content. We appreciate y'all watching. We'll see y'all here next time on the. You got something, Leo?
Peace. That's what I got.
Peace. We'll see you next time.
3200, but you already know this. You know it. Couple of brothers hard working and focused. Let's go. Intellectual, entertaining for sure.